you make $3,000 a month, maybe more. But somehow, at the end of every month, you've got nothing. And you're thinking, where the hell did it go? It's like your money just vanishes into thin air. You're not alone. And here's the thing. It's not because you don't make enough. It's because somewhere between your paycheck and your bank account, there's a leak. Actually, there are 3 types of leaks. And today, we're plugging every single one.
Let me paint you a picture. Imagine you're walking through thick fog. Can't see 5 feet in front of you. You know you're moving forward, but you have no idea where you're going. No idea if you're heading toward your goals or walking straight off a cliff. That's what most people's finances feel like. They call it the financial fog. You're making money. You're working hard. Maybe you've got a side hustle. Maybe you're grinding at your 9 to 5. The income is coming in. But at the end of the month, fog. And here's what's wild. 59% of Americans aren't tracking their spending at all. Not even a little bit. 1 in 3 people spend more than they save. So if you feel lost, you're in good company. But here's the good news. I'm about to hand you a spotlight, and we're going to cut through that fog together.
Let me introduce you to the silent killer of wealth. It's not flashy, it's not dramatic. In fact, you probably don't even notice it. I'm talking about subscriptions. Right now, the average person is paying over $1,000 a year on subscription services. Let that sink in. $1,000. That's not Netflix and Spotify. That's Netflix, Spotify, Apple TV+, Disney+, that gym membership you haven't used since February, that meditation app you forgot you signed up for, that premium LinkedIn you thought you'd cancel after the trial. Drip, drip, drip. Here's the kicker. 30% of people underestimate how much they're spending on subscriptions by $100 to $200. You think you're spending $50 a month, you're actually spending $75. You think it's $100, it's probably closer to $150. And it's not just subscriptions. Let's talk about your daily coffee run. $8 for a latte every workday. It's just coffee, you say. It's my little treat. Cool. That little treat costs you $160 a month, almost $2,000 a year. You could take a vacation with that money, you could pay off a credit card, you could start an emergency fund. But instead, you're renting temporary caffeine.
Look, money leaks come in 3 flavors. And chances are, you've got all 3 bleeding you dry right now. Leak number 1. Set it and forget it. These are the automated charges, the monthly debits, the stuff that's so easy to ignore because it happens automatically. Streaming services you don't watch, gym memberships you don't use, bank fees for paper statements, duplicate subscriptions because you forgot you already had one. These are silent. They don't ask permission. They just take. Leak number 2, little and often. These are the daily drips, the habits baked into your routine. Your morning latte, lunch out instead of packing something, buying bottled water when you've got a perfectly good reusable bottle at home. $5 here, $10 there. It doesn't feel like anything in the moment. But let me show you something. Let's say you cancel just one unused subscription, $10 a month. You cancel that gym membership you never use, $140. You avoid one overdraft fee, $35. And you switch to generic medication instead of name brand, $50. That's $235 in 1 month. Times 12, that's over $2,800 a year you just got back. Money that was already yours. You just weren't paying attention to where it was going. Leak number 3, in the moment. These are the impulse purchases, the convenience premiums, the I'll just grab it while I'm here moments. Movie theater popcorn marked up 788%. Delivery fees that average $2,000 a year for Americans. Restaurant alcohol marked up 400 to 500%. You're not paying for the product, you're paying for the convenience, and they're charging you a fortune for it.
But here's what nobody talks about. The biggest leaks aren't in your wallet, they're in your mind. The hidden leaks, Let me introduce you to the 3 money mindsets that are absolutely destroying your finances. Mindset leak 1. I'll save later. You tell yourself, when I make more, I'll save more. Bull. How you manage $3,000 is how you'll manage $30,000. If you're not prioritizing savings now, you won't prioritize it later. You'll just have more expensive leaks. The solution? Pay yourself first. The moment your paycheck hits, before you do anything else, move money into savings. Make it non-negotiable, like rent, like your phone bill. You always find a way to pay those, right? Because there are consequences if you don't. Treat your future self with the same respect. Mindset leak 2. Keeping up with everyone else. We live in the age of Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn humble brags. Everybody's showing you their highlight reel, their new car, their vacation, their designer bag. And you feel pressure to keep up, to prove you're doing well too. Here's the truth. We're all just a bunch of broke people trying to impress other broke people. That influencer with the Gucci belt probably maxed out 3 credit cards to get it. Stop spending money you don't have to live a life that isn't yours. Your goals, your priorities, your money. Mindset leak 3. Emotional spending.
I realized I was buying things not because I needed them, but because I was trying to fill a void. It never worked.
This one's the deepest. You're not buying things because you need them. You're buying them because you feel something. You're bored, you scroll and shop. You're sad, retail therapy. You're excited, I deserve this. But here's the problem. You're trying to fix an internal need with an external purchase, and it never works. You get a temporary high, then regret, then you're back where you started. Except now you're also broke. Some of us need therapy, not a new dress. If you find yourself shopping when you're emotional, pause. Ask yourself, what am I actually feeling right now? What do I actually need? 9 times out of 10, it's not what's in that shopping cart.
The solution, the 5-minute habit. All right, you've seen the leaks, you understand the mindsets, now what? Here's the answer, and it's so simple you might think I'm messing with you. 5 minutes a week. That's it. 5 minutes to track your spending, to review your transactions, to see where your money actually went. I know what you're thinking. Tracking? That sounds boring. That sounds like work. Let me reframe it for you. This isn't a chore. This is financial mindfulness. This is you taking back control. This is the difference between wandering through that fog and turning on a floodlight. And here's the secret. The tool doesn't matter. Pencil and paper? Perfect. A journal? Great. Google Sheets? Awesome. A budgeting app? Sure. The best method is the one you'll actually use. Let me tell you why. Manual tracking beats automated apps every time. When you manually log your spending, you feel it. You see every dollar leave. You become aware. Automation is convenient, but it lets you stay numb. You never have to face what you're actually doing with your money. Research shows that people who actively track their spending, manually entering every transaction, build more self-awareness and make better financial decisions than people who just let an app do it passively. Because awareness is the first step to control. So here's your system. Every Sunday, spend 5 minutes. Pull up your bank statement, go through your transactions, write them down. Categorize them. Groceries, coffee, subscriptions, eating out, entertainment. Watch the patterns. Watch where your money is actually going. Then ask yourself, does this align with what I actually want? Or am I just leaking?
Practical fixes. Once you start tracking, you'll spot your leaks immediately. And here's the beautiful part. They're so easy to fix. Leaking money on name brand groceries? Try the store brand. I promise you, they're made in the same factory, often by the same company. Buying new books all the time? Library Card or Libby app. Free audiobooks and ebooks. You're welcome. Throwing out food every week? Make a grocery list before you shop. Check your pantry first. 30 to 40% of food in the US gets thrown away. That's literally throwing money in the trash.
Getting hit with overdraft fees? Track your balance. Use a simple spreadsheet. The average person pays $250 a year in overdraft fees. That's money you're handing to your bank for nothing. Paying delivery fees constantly? Before you check out, Google free shipping coupon or buy from a different retailer. Americans spend $2,000 a year on delivery fees alone. Buying disposable water bottles, cups, paper towels? Invest once in reusable versions. One purchase. Done. Forever. You'll save hundreds. Every leak you plug isn't money you've lost. It's money you've reclaimed. And you get to decide where it goes. Toward your goals. Toward your dreams. Toward the life you actually want.
It's not about math. It's not about spreadsheets or investment accounts or crypto or any of that. It's 20% knowledge and 80% behavior. You already know you should save. You already know subscriptions add up. The problem isn't information. The problem is action. And action starts with awareness. That financial fog you've been wandering through, it's not because you don't make enough money, it's because you don't know where it's going. But now you do. You know about the leaks. You know about the mindsets. You know about the 5-minute habit that changes everything. So here's your first mission, tribe member. This week, right after you finish this video, pull up your subscriptions, find just one set it and forget it leak. One thing you're paying for that you're not using. Cancel it. Feel that? That's power. That's control. That's you taking your money back. And once you feel it, you're going to want more. Because you're not broke. You're not bad with money. You're not hopeless. You're just leaking. And now, you know how to plug the holes.
If this video just gave you that light bulb moment, hit that subscribe button and join the Wealth Tribe. We're building a community of people who are done wandering in the fog and ready to take control. Drop a comment and tell me, what's your biggest money leak? What subscription are you canceling this week? And if you want more, check out the next video where we're diving into the psychology of money, why we spend, how emotions hijack our wallets, and how to break the cycle for good. You've got this, tribe. Let's build wealth together. I'll see you in the next one.